So most of us on a daily basis, and usually many times during the day, have thoughts about something that we could do to improve our lives, to help us create the life we really want, to move us forward towards our dreams. And then part of us says, why bother? And if we're not moving towards our dreams, it's probably because when we ask ourselves, why bother, we come up with very few reasons. But we come up with lots of reasons why not to bother. So we have this resistance to trying. Taking full responsibility for your own well-being. Even though I have this resistance to trying, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this resistance to taking action, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I have this resistance to trying, because there are things that I could do, things I think about doing, things I'd like to achieve. And when it's time to take action, part of me says, why bother? I'm afraid it's not going to turn out the way I want it to. So I avoid taking action. And even though I resist trying, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And anyone else who has taught me to question why bother. All this resistance to trying. All this resistance towards going for it. All this fear that I'll fail. All this fear that it won't be what I hoped. All this fear that I'll find out I can't really do it. Because I have ideas about things I'd like to do. And it sounds really great in my mind. My dream is so beautiful. Why would I want to risk messing it up? By actually trying to achieve it. I mean, there are so many things that could go wrong. It's so perfect in my mind's eye. But if I actually took action on it, I could really spoil that dream. I might find out that I don't really have what it takes. Maybe I'm not really that talented. Maybe it's not really possible. Maybe it won't be all that I hoped. Maybe I'll find out it's not really what I want. All these things would just spoil it. Why do I want to mess with my dream? By actually giving it a try. All this fear that I'll fail. All this fear that it won't be what I hoped. all these different fears I might have about what could happen if I actually tried. All this fear of taking a chance. All this fear of really trying. All this fear of really going for it. And I choose to clear this fear. I choose to clear this fear at a cellular level. I choose to clear it all the way back through my past. Back through all the times in my life that I got the message that it was better not to try. All the times things didn't turn out the way I'd hoped. All the times that I feel I failed. All the times that might have convinced me I was a failure. All the times that suggested I wasn't good enough. Those were all misunderstandings. And the only way to find what I really want is to go for what I think I want. It might not turn out the way I hoped, because it might turn out even better than I'd hoped. Taking action is going to take me where I'm meant to be. Even if it's different than what I expected. But while I argue for reasons to not bother, I don't get anywhere. I just stay where I am. Never realizing my dream, or what might be even better than my dream. And there really is no failure. There's only feedback. If I try and quote-unquote fail, I just find a different direction. And I may stumble upon something I didn't even expect. Maybe something more wonderful than I could have imagined. But it's got to be what I said I wanted. And anything less than that is a waste of my time. And not worth the effort. If I don't get exactly what I say I want, then it's a complete waste of effort. And I'm clearing that notion. Because any sincere effort on my part to make my life better or to try to make a difference in the world is never a wasted effort. It's always a win-win situation. Either I get exactly what I want, and it's everything I hoped it was, or I learn something that helps me get what I really want. It's worth it to make the effort. It's worth it to take action. And I'm clearing the fears and doubts that stop me. Just letting them go. Giving myself the freedom to take action. And if my dream gets ruined, it'll be replaced by something even better. And I deserve that. I deserve a great life. Nothing is too good for me. And I'm clearing any doubts about that. There's so much good for me out there. And I'm saying yes to it. Even if there are stumbles along the way, I'm allowing a magnificent life. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Go for it. Thanks for doing so.